Hi, I'm Manuji here to discuss about SATM, which is Simplified Automated Teller Machine. In here we have our agenda, which is introduction, structural testing, advantages of structural analysis, structure of SATM, structural analysis of SATM, and we are going to conclude the session after that. Introduction. The simple automatic teller machine, which is ATM, is a common banking device that allows user to perform various financial transactions without the need for any assistance. The SATM system can be described in two ways, with a structured analysis approach and with the object-oriented approach. In SATM, there are function buttons B1, B2, and B3, a digit keypad with a cancel key, slots for printer, receipts and ATM cards, and doors for deposits and cash withdrawals. What is structural testing? Structural testing, also known as white box testing or code-based testing, is a software testing technique that focuses on examining the internal structure of the system or application. It involves testing individual components, modules, or units of code to ensure this correctness. Here are several advantages of structural testing. Code coverage. Structural testing helps in achieving the high code coverage by systematically testing each statement, branch, and path in the code. It ensures that all parts of the code are exercised, increasing the likelihood of finding defects or errors. Defect detection. By analyzing the internal structure of software, structural testing aims to identify the defects that might not be detected through other testing techniques. It helps uncover issues related to coding errors, logic flaws, boundary conditions, and exceptional scenarios. Early detection. Structural testing can be conducted at early stages of software development, such as during unit testing, integration testing, or component testing. This enables the detection and resolution of defects before they propagate to higher levels, reducing the cost and effort required for fixing them later. Code optimization. During structural testing, inefficient or poorly performing sections of code can be identified. This allows developers to optimize the code for better performance, reducing execution time and resource utilization. Validation of design and architecture. By examining the internal structure, structural testing validates the design and architecture of the software. It ensures that code is implemented according to the intended structure, following the established code guidelines and standards. Regression testing. The structural testing plays a crucial role in regression testing. When changes are made to the data code base, structural tests help ensure the modification do not introduce new defects or break existing functionality. Enhance software quality. Structural testing contributes to overall software quality by identifying and eliminating defects at the code level. It increases the reliability, stability, and maintainability of the software, resulting in a better user experience. Increased confidence. Through structural testing provides developers, testers, and stakeholders with increased confidence in systems reliability and robustness. It offers insights into the code's behavior and correctness, which helps in making informed decisions and ensures high level of software quality. Structure of SATM system. The structured analysis approach to requirement specification is the most widely used method in the world. It enjoyed extensive case tool support as well as commercial training and described in numerous texts. The technique is based on three complementary models: function, data, and control. Here we use data flow diagrams for the functional models, entity relationship models for data, and finite state machine models for the control aspect of SATM system. The open and filled arrowheads on flow arrows signify whether the flow item is simple or compound. Here we have structure of an SATM system where we have rock solid Federal Credit Union. Please insert your ATM card, which is generally displayed on when you visit the ATM, and there we have a printed receipt and a card slot. Enter, clear, cancel the transactions. Structure of SATM system. The system mainly consists of 15 screens. Each screen either helps the user in completing transaction or displays appropriate warnings or errors that occur during the transaction. The user may any option to choose from and helps the user accomplish all the basic transactions needed by an individual without the need for any human interactions. Thus, the system increases the efficiency of day-to-day tasks for bank and for user as well. Structural analysis of SATM. First screen we have insert your ATM card, and second screen you have to enter the pin. If the it's incorrect, they ask you to try again in the third screen, and fourth screen if it's invalid identification, it displays the card will be retained and please call the bank. Select if it's successful, it goes to screen 5, which has balance, deposit, and withdrawal, and cancel option as well for canceling the transaction. Select account types: checkings, savings. Press cancel if error. Screen 7 we have amount to be entered. They have given $10, and screen 8 we have insufficient funds if you don't have enough funds in your account. Machine cannot dispense that amount. Suppose if you have entered two more than uh, the ATM limit, it shows the message machine cannot dispense that amount. Temporarily unable to process withdrawals, and gives the option another transaction, yes or no. Your balance is being updated. Please take cash from dispenser. Temporarily unable to process the deposit. Another transaction, yes or no. Let's get into deep into the SAT. This decomposition is the basis for usual view of integration testing. It is important to remember that such a decomposition is primarily packaging partition of the system. As software design moves into more detail, the added information let us refine the function decomposition tree into a unit calling graph. The unit calling graph is directed graph in which nodes are program units and edges correspond to program calls. That is, if a unit A calls unit B, there is a directed edge from node A to node B. Conclusion. Some of the hierarchy is obscured to reduce the confusion in the drawing. One thing should be quite obvious. Drawing of all call graphs do not scale up well. Both the drawings and the adjacency matrix provide insights to the tester. Nodes with a high degree will be important to integration testing, and paths for main program to the sync nodes to can be used to identify contents of building for an incremental development. I thank you for joining me in this